Thanks. Your Kansas City Chiefs are in the final days of their quest to run it back and win another championship. We've got team coverage for you this morning on First News here in KC and in Tampa. We're going to show you how this weekend celebrations are going to look a little bit different. Well, the first sign of changes is the fact that the Chiefs are still in town right now. Today marks the last day of practices in Kansas City. I want to start our team coverage with KBC9's Matt Evans live at Arrowhead. Matt, we know some players are superstitious, of course. One player even had a request for his coach, right? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you, Rob. That's right. Most athletes and sports fans by nature are superstitious. I know I'll be wearing my lucky socks this coming Sunday. But when it comes to this Chiefs football team, perhaps nobody is as superstitious as Chiefs defensive tackle Chris Jones. He began a tradition last year when it came to his pregame Super Bowl meal, and one that he's hoping to carry on this year as well. Before Super Bowl 54, Jones chowed down on meatballs made by defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo's wife, Maria. Of course, the Chiefs went on to win Super Bowl 54, and Jones played a big part in it, knocking down 3 passes and pressuring 49ers quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo into an interception during the big game. Now, because of COVID-19, Jones hasn't asked Spags about it all season, but since this is the biggest game of the year, he's making a push to get meatballs before Sunday's game.
He told her it's okay, and I was telling him, what about the motto that we live by? Team first, team last, and team always. And, you know, that's a part of the team ritual, you know. So I got to do a little more convincing, hoping his wife can open up and have enough time just to, you know, prepare me a single made of meatballs.
If you remember a few years ago during the 2018 season, Jones refused to change or wash his game gloves during his streak of 11 games with a sack, even though he said they smelled like a dead animal. So add meatballs to the packing list of things to take to Tampa. On the offensive side of the ball, the Chiefs are looking to get wide receiver Demarcus Robinson and offensive lineman Daniel Kilgore back from the reserve COVID list. Both have been testing negative since their exposure to a barber who tested positive for COVID-19 and was set to cut the hair of more than 20 players and staff members over the weekend before he was removed from the Chiefs facility following that positive test. According to the NFL, Robinson may return to the team today. Kilgore may return to the team tomorrow, just in time to board the team plane to Tampa. We're live at Arrowhead Stadium this morning. Matt Evans, KBC9 News.
All right, whatever it takes, Matt. Thank you so much. I love it. All right, well, the Power and Light District is preparing for a weekend of Chiefs celebrations. Well, here's what we do know. It's not going to look anything like this. Of course, we all remember it. Unfortunately, no more packed parties like we saw after last year's win. Just can't do it. The pandemic's prompting major changes. We do want to go to KBC9's Martin Augustine live near Power and Light. Martin, good morning. Now, what can fans expect to see this weekend?
Well, first off, they're not going to see what we just showed you, all those people packed in the KC Live courtyard shoulder to shoulder cheering for the Chiefs, but it doesn't mean that there won't be fun to be had here. All you have to do is look to a couple of weeks ago when the Chiefs won the AFC Championship. There are plenty of Chiefs fans here hooping and hollering after that game, and maybe even forgetting about some of their social distancing responsibilities there as well. But Power and Light District, it's going to be open for business. But if you're going to be in the courtyard, you're going to have a reservation to do so. Those reservations filling up fast. If they haven't filled up already, you're going to need to be wearing a face mask and maintaining social distance. And you can be in the bars and restaurants around here, but you're going to have to follow those rules. Plus, those places will be capping the number of people that are in there. One more thing, and not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but if the Chiefs were to win on Sunday, there will not be a victory parade a couple days later like we saw last year with everybody up and down Grand Avenue. The virus simply dictating that we can't do that. Doesn't mean that there might not be one a little bit later in the year, but not right away if the Chiefs were to win. So the best way to really party maybe on Sunday is with your immediate household. That's the recommendations from all the health experts. And one thing more from the Kansas City Police Department, and they bring this up during big holidays and big sporting events too, that the idea of grabbing a gun and shooting bullets into the air in some sort of celebration of a win is a terrible thing to do. It's a dangerous thing to do and a potentially deadly thing to do. People have been killed by those bullets that fall out of the sky. They're just as dangerous that way as if somebody had been shooting at you. So it's a bad idea. Don't do it. Reporting live, Martin Augustine, KBC9 News.
Very, very important. Absolutely. Thank you, Martin. While the team holds off on making the trip down to Tampa, Kansas City's mayor is already there. A welcoming party greeted Mayor Quinton Lucas at the airport Thursday morning with a gift basket. There he is. Lucas met Tampa Mayor Jane Castor and made a confession and promise to the city.
I will admit something. This is my first time in Tampa. I do not know what I've been doing in my life until now. But what I know at least is I'm looking forward to, about 4 days to get to know your city, to spend lots of money, and to have the chance to tell the story of Tampa when I get back to Kansas City.
All right, well, the two mayors made their wagers too. Mayor Castor says if the Chiefs win, she will send Kansas City a couple of cigars, Tampa craft beer, and some footballs. Mayor Lucas says if the Chiefs lose, he's going to send Tampa some of Kansas City's best barbecue, of course, and craft beer.